Ravi, the challenge for any retailer operating in India is to be hyper-local and to be specific and relevant to markets within India, which is not just one monolithic market, is it? It's several different markets from state to state, whether it's the northeast to the south. Does the retail opportunity lie among rural or urban consumers?
Great. So it's a great question. Let me give it in two parts. First, to your question on urban versus rural, it's both. Especially developed rural, often, not focused upon by several companies, but actually there is affordability, there is desire to consume similar products or even better products than their urban counterparts are consuming. So rural, definitely, and there is within developed rural, there is affluent rural. That definitely is an opportunity that many companies are, in fact, serving well. Urban, of course, continues to be greater competitive intensity, higher spend potential, higher density of demand, higher, greater degree of channel shifts, and therefore, much higher flux in some senses. If you think about, what used to happen about 5 years back to what's happening now. So therefore, shorter answer, it's both, but different strategies required to address both. To your second question on, customization, that's a big reality of India. We are a large country. Local preferences, customs, cuisines, histories are actually very different from one region to the other. And therefore, that has an impact both on consumer companies as well as retailers. To consumer companies, common large brands do provide economies of scale, but how do you think about your pack price architecture? How do you think about customizing or tweaking variants that are relevant to the local consumers is an important one. And obviously the answer varies differently by categories. For instance, in food, yes, a higher degree of localization that's required because the taste profiles can be quite different, versus in beverages you could have more national plays. Similarly, I think from a retail perspective, yes, the demand density also varies, and the assortment, I would reduce the complexity, right? The top 80% of the assortment can be quite similar, but then you actually have to think about what's your the last 20% of the assortment that is relevant, tweaked to local nuances.